Hey everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do another collective reading. Today, the reading is going to be on this summer solstice happening June 20th. So, I'm first going to pull an intuitive oracle card and get some of the energy, and then we'll get started with the reading. So, what is the energy for the collective for the summer solstice energy, please? What is the energy for the collective for summer solstice? Okay, we have empowered decisions. Intuition empowers your decisions. Trust your inner compass. So this summer solstice could bring in some decisions. It's also heightening somebody's intuition. I love that. We have on the back spiritual guidance. Intuition connects you with divine guidance. Trust its direction. Yeah, so somebody's being called, you're being called to trust your intuition at this time. So I love that. That is awesome. Let's put those to the side, and I'm gonna pull some from my depths of the sea because we're moving into Cancer season. And so this is all about kind of like the depths of your emotions, Cancer. So let's see, what does everyone need to know for this summer solstice energy, please? What does everyone need to know for this summer solstice energy? We have Manta Ray, trust your vibes. Yeah, again, trusting your intuition. So trusting your vibes, that would be like trusting your emotions. When you have an emotion, looking at it, thinking about it, like, is this telling you something? Is this information? Because all emotions really are information for us. So trusting those vibes or the energy that you're getting, like when you walk into a room or from somebody else. We have Moonlight Faded Pathway. Yeah, so this is like a spiritual path. Somebody's on a spiritual path here, which I'm not surprised with the other cards that we got. Whoa. Okay, so I just had like three, just wanted to flip right out. So I have Anemone, Pure Intentions. So yeah, trusting your intentions and really trying to gauge kind of like other people's intentions. We have Stroll, Getaway. So you could be feeling like you want to get away, or maybe you're taking vacation, maybe you're on vacation. I know like summertime is always about vacations for a lot of people. Masculine energy being your confidence. And then on the back, we have testing the waters. Sorry, can you see that? Testing the waters. Dip, testing the waters. So yeah, this is all about you kind of like doing the experiment with your intuition, with your emotions, and try to figure out like how to make empowered decisions and trust your spiritual guidance at this time. So go. So that's awesome. I love this. Let's look into the tarot and see what else comes out for everybody. So I'm going to use the In2iIt Tarot, and we're just going to look at this summer solstice energy. What is coming out for everybody? What is the energy for everyone? So we have Eight of Swords, self-entrapment. So you might be feeling stuck. Somebody could be feeling stuck with this energy or with a particular situation. We have Queen of Wands, stylish trendsetter. So yeah, you're needing to kind of like take back your power, control. You know, she's really good at, I don't know if control is the right word, like harnessing the energy. Yeah, she's really good at harnessing the energy. So, but being stuck isn't going to support you with this. Let's see what else we have. We have the King of Cups, emotional mastery. So yeah, it's like taking your energy back in that like feminine sense and then recognizing like maybe how to express your emotions more, because the feminine is always going to be the internal of that and the masculine will be the external of that. So, maybe expressing your emotions, understanding that you have the power over your energy, over your emotions. What else do we have for everyone? We have justice. So finding that balance, kind of like I was just saying, like finding the balance with your energy, with your emotions. You could be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign or a Libra, but it doesn't really matter. Or a Taurus, actually. But those are the signs I have strongly here. What else do we have for everyone for this summer solstice energy? We have the sun just popped out. We have Two of Cups. Loving exchange. So you could, this could be dealing with like a King of Cups or a Queen of Wands. And then we got the Sun radiant energy. So I feel like there's something here about your connections. You feel stuck maybe with a connection. Um, if it's not that, you're kind of in your head about possibly a connection or connections in general. And you need to take your power back with the Queen of Wands and the Sun here. There's a lot of fulfillment to be had. There's a lot of abundance to be had here. Let's see what else we get for everybody for this summer solstice. We have Magician, resourceful creator. Yeah, so there's some sort of new beginning you're manifesting. You could be manifesting a King of Cups, but it doesn't have to be. You could just be manifesting love or relationships or connections, fulfilling connections with people in general. But I do have the Two of Cups here, so it could be you want like justice and fairness with the Justice card here in your connections and you're feeling stuck with that. But they're showing me that you're not stuck. They're showing me that you are like manifesting something and you're going to have a lot of clarity and abundance coming in with this solstice. It's interesting that the sun came out because the summer solstice is all about the sun and how it, the day is like the longest day of the year. So let's see what else we have. We have the Two of Swords, frozen with indecision. Yeah, so something's got you in your head. And I feel like, so this is like the beginning and the ending card, which is interesting to me because in the middle, it's all looking really good. Like we got three majors here. We have Leo, Aries, Aquarius, and Gemini. And then we have Libra. Or fire sign or water sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I didn't mean to rhyme, sorry. Seven of coins on the back. Good things take time. Yeah, so okay. So something has already like been put into play. You've already been manifesting with this magician here. You've already like put something into play, and now it's just sort of like waiting for the results. It's kind of like, excuse me. I always talk about, hold on just one second, I need a drink. I always talk about like watering the dirt, after you plant a seed and you're like waiting, you're like, am I just watering the dirt? And then finally, like that one day you see the little green pop up and you're like, oh yeah, I wasn't just watering this dirt for nothing, there was actually something growing in here. So I feel like that's kind of where it is, where you're like trying to, you are manifesting something. You are being successful with this manifestation, but you haven't seen the results. So you're kind of in your head. And what this is, it has to do with your relationships. It could be like a romantic relationship or romantic relationships in general. It could be a specific relationship, or it could just be like how you connect to others in general. It's really going to be specific to your situation because this is a general reading. So I don't know your life, but however it resonates for you, that's how it is, and you'll know if it resonates for you. I do feel like with this Justice card and this Two of Swords, you're wanting this balance. You're like kind of craving this balance, and I don't think you've been getting it. And so you're kind of like, you have this decision to make about your balance, about your, you being fair and just in the situation. And you're choosing not to make the decision because you're feeling stuck, because you haven't seen the results. You haven't seen the little bud come up, in the ground. So let's go ahead and we'll clarify. I mean, I'm getting a really pretty straightforward picture, But let's go ahead and see, what else is coming in? What is this self-entrapment? What is this Eight of Swords energy for everyone, please? Show me what this Eight of Swords energy is. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to work together with somebody. You want to build with someone. You're wanting to the Three of Pentacles is really having that solid foundation of, working together with somebody else to create something. It's almost like the metaphor would be like, two people come together and then they create new life or something like that. But it doesn't have to be like that. It could just be like you want to put in effort to collaborate with somebody else. And so you're stuck in your head because I feel like maybe you don't know how to do that or that hasn't been happening. I don't know. We'll take more look at this energy and see. What is this Queen of Wands energy? We have the Three of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands to the Three of Wands, again, you've already put something in motion. You're just kind of waiting, but while you're waiting, you do need to take hold of your power. You need to take ownership of that power that you have within you and your power as a manifester, as a, creator, to really understand how your power is and how powerful you are. And so even though you're kind of waiting for something, you've already set this in motion. And I do see a lot of clarity coming. I do see you moving forward quite quickly, like once this all starts to fall into place. What is this King of Cups, please? Emotional mastery. Yeah, maybe this is like a lesson in your emotions or something. Let's see what the King of Cups is. We have the Queen of Wands again. So needing to take control of that energy, that means taking control of your emotions, recognizing that you're in charge of your emotions. We also got the Hanged Man. So I feel like you're kind of haven't really grasped hold of this power. Like I feel like you kind of know it's there, you kind of sense that it's there, but you're still just kind of like, I don't know what to do with this. Like I can feel this in my body, I can feel all this energy surging through my body, but I just don't know what to do with this. And so you're trying to figure out how you can do it because you want to be ethical to yourself. You want to be ethical to the situation, and that's really important for you. And you don't want to make the wrong move or say the wrong thing. So you're trying to figure out how do I do this where I can feel like I'm in control of my energy, but also I just got for somebody's not too sure of themselves when it comes to emotions or expressing emotions. Maybe this is newer. Maybe you're looking to express emotions to somebody and it's not your strong point or not something that you're used to doing, or maybe you're not even used to feeling these emotions in this capacity. And so I feel like that's why you're kind of in this Hanged Man energy now, because you're like, oh my gosh, I need to express myself, but I need to be in control of my power and my energy and everything with the Queen of Wands. Because the Queen of Wands twice, that's to me, you are really focused on your ability to harness this energy. But I feel like with the King of Cups and the Hanged Man here, it's you feel a little bit unsure about expressing yourself. You're like, is this, I don't know, this feels kind of weird to me. And if it feels uncomfortable, that's probably because it is. It's probably because it's something that you're not used to doing. And maybe you're trying to do that, maybe you're trying to do this in a different way. Maybe it's trying to kind of release old patterns or something like that. Let's see what the Justice is for everyone. Whoa, these cards just want to fly out. I got the Knight of Cups. So Two of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. Yeah, so you're trying to balance everything out. You want balance. You really crave balance. That's really what you're looking for. You want to get what you want here. And you want to get, you want to have a good outcome from this, but you're also I just really need balance. I really need, if I express myself, I'm gonna expect that this person is gonna kind of step up their game and kind of compromise with me with this Three of Pentacles here. And I feel like you're kind of unsure of yourself again, which I'm not real sure where that's coming in. We'll get more information and see if anything else pops out. What is this Two of Cups for everyone? Yeah, with this loving exchange, you want to speak some truth. You're wanting to speak some truth. But I feel like somebody here is I need to express how I feel. I really need to express how I feel, but I feel stuck because I value the foundation of this relationship, or or foundations in my relationships, depending on how it goes for you with this. And you really, really crave this balance, like with this Justice card here. This is a Libra card. So it's like, you know, you really crave this balance. This is also Venus energy. So this is like that divine feminine love. So you're trying to be, you want to be balanced. You want to express yourself, but you're also recognizing that like there's a part where you want to be ethical to yourself as well. You want to do the right thing for yourself as well. But I feel like you're really going to come in and you want to express some sort of truth, which has to do with how you feel. A loving exchange, Two of Cups. So I feel like, you know, you're really wanting to express yourself like, hey, you know, I felt like this connection hasn't been balanced. It hasn't, I want more. I want more collaboration. I want to like work together. I felt really stuck. I don't know what to do. And you're just gonna like lay it all out there, I feel like. And if this isn't you, then this could be somebody around you that's doing this. What is this sun energy, please? We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, again. So yeah, again, expressing your emotions, like you're really needing to take hold of this energy. You've been kind of like waiting. I feel like you've maybe been waiting for the other person to do something and they haven't really like reached out or said anything or something. And so you're recognizing you're like, I just need to like liberate myself. I need to free myself from this. Cause that's why you're in your head, is because you're like, oh my gosh, I know I need to do this, but it's so scary. It's so hard. This is like you're feeling something on a level that like you haven't. I don't know if you've ever felt this before, or if you've ever experienced this kind of like intensity with it. And the energy will be a little more intense for the summer solstice, and also because we're entering Cancer season with the summer solstice, and Cancer season is like, that's like the mood card energy, so that's like the deep dark depths of those emotions, right? So things are coming to light here where you're recognizing, you're like, man, I like manifested this, I put it into motion, but now I have to take control. I have to do something. I have to take action. So that's kind of what this is about. So let's look at the speaking of action, let's look at what the Magician is, because the Magician is all about action. Aries, Aquarius, and Gemini is the Magician. So we have the King of Swords. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It just keeps repeating itself. So the King of Swords, you're like, you know, you need, this is like externally expressing something to someone else. This is communication with somebody. You are manifesting communication. But see how we have the King of Cups here? It's like you've got to really like master yourself with those emotions, with those thoughts. And then you got to kind of take control of the energy, and you got to get out of this hanged man energy. You've got to really decide, like, you know, you got to take this action with the Magician here. Resourceful creator. Yeah, you are creating this, but that means you have to take action too. You can't just be like, I'm going to manifest this and then the other person's going to just meet. No, they're saying that you got to speak some truth. You got to express your emotions. You got to express your emotions. You got to express what's on your mind right now. So let's see what this Two of Swords, frozen with indecision, and then attention, red flags back, but I think it's frozen with indecision. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords and the Star. Okay, so I feel like, okay, here's the deal, guys. Whoever this is for, if this is resonating for, you have been hurt in the past. This is pain. This is heartbreak. This is depression, despair. And you have been trying to heal from this. And in the past, maybe when you've expressed yourself, maybe when you put yourself out there, when you've asked for balance in the situation, when you've asked for justice and fairness in your connections with others, people haven't really responded the way that you wanted to. And it's caused a lot of pain, and maybe it's caused you to have to walk away, or other people walk away, and you've tried to heal from that, and you've been spending a lot of time healing from that. But what I'm also getting from this, because it's the Two of Swords and it's a decision, you have a decision right now to sit in this pain and stay in this pain and wallow in this pain, or you have a decision to be vulnerable. Do you see how this lady's naked here? That means this lady's going to be vulnerable. She wants to be vulnerable because she knows that the only way to healing, the only path towards healing, is to balance out those emotions with the water, with her cups that she's pouring, and also to be vulnerable. We have the 10 of Wands on the back. So this is a burden. Yeah, you feel like you're taking a risk here. You feel like there's some sort of risk here. This is like, really scary. This is new territory. You have invested into this. You've invested into yourself. You've invested into the situation. Um, you've even invested into understanding kind of where your power is and where your power lies, but you're kind of at the place where, you haven't seen the little seedling pop up. Look, the Fool underneath. Yeah, they want you to take a risk. What did I say? Um, but yeah, you you've invested a lot, and so there is a little bit of divine timing. Look, the sun again. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot make this up. So yeah, this is a burden for you. This is stressful because it feels uncomfortable. Why does it feel uncomfortable? Because it is uncomfortable, because it's a new thing. So remember, we got this confidence. We got trust your vibes. I just want to throw these back out here because um this is faded. So this is part of your journey. This is part of your soul journey. Yeah, you're feeling like you want to get away. I don't know if this is with this person or maybe take a vacation or get away from these thoughts. Um, but, having pure intentions is going to help you. I feel like maybe, you're feeling like you want to test the waters too and see if it's okay. Um, and so those are kind of the cards that we got um, there. I thought we got another one, but maybe those were all I think those were all the cards we had. So, yeah, so you can kind of see how, you need to kind of I don't know, it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, but this confidence of like putting yourself out there, we can see with the King of Cups and the King of Swords. It shows us that that's stepping into somebody's masculine energy. That's stepping into that like action-oriented energy. That's doing something about it. It's not just like sitting there thinking about it and processing it. That's like kind of the feminine energy. Now it's like you got to do something about it. You got to move on this. Um, and divine timing is at play. So I do feel like, I'm not saying that you need to like wait on anything. I think it looks like that you have been waiting. You have like put that energy out there where, we have the Three of Wands, the Hangman, and the Seven of Coins, which is showing me that like you already have put a lot of energy into thinking about this, like internalizing it. But now you really need to kind of like step out of your comfort zone, is what they're asking. You got to make an empowered decision. Intuition empowers your decisions. Trust your inner compass. And look for that spiritual guidance, because we also have intuition connects you with divine guidance. Trust its direction. So pay attention to like the signs and the synchronicities and everything. But I do feel like for whoever this is like speaking to, whoever this is for, man, you're gonna liberate yourself once you open up, once you share whatever it is that you need to share, once you know, speak your truth, and you are gonna get this fulfillment. You are gonna get this, because I do see like there is healing here on both sides. There's healing, there's opportunities for healing on both sides, and I think this is part of your spiritual journey where you need to learn how to like be vulnerable and honest and express your emotions. So that's like an amazing, man, whoever this resonates for, I want to know. I want to know your story. That's so cool. I love it. Um, so let's take, I mean, pretty clear message. That was awesome. I'm still gonna take some advice, because why not? You can never have too much advice, right? You can never have too much to think about. Well, I guess you can, but you know what I mean. So we will take the angels and ancestors for advice, and we'll get you a little bit of advice for this. But I really think this looks amazing. Like I hope this works out for whoever. I think it will. I think you just got to be courageous, got to have a little vulnerability. But what is the advice for everyone for this summer solstice energy? This is like such powerful energy too. I love it. So awesome. I love the summer solstice. It's like one of my favorite days, obviously. What is the advice for everyone, please? Okay, we have High Priest, intend, and create. Yeah, they're saying you need to take control again. You need to listen to that intuition. You need to take a higher perspective with this hawk here. We have a hawk, and so you need to kind of look at things from, a holistic overview of everything, and not focus too much on the details. You need to really like take, you know, a perspective of like, what is a bigger picture here? What am I trying to accomplish? And listen to your intuition. We also have mountains, stand your ground. Yeah, so I feel like this is an obstacle for you. And standing your ground doesn't mean like it's going to be an argument. It means more like be, with whatever your convictions are. If you're like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell this person how I feel once and for all, like you need to really go and commit to that. You need to really not back down with that. And so this might be a little bit more of an obstacle, like climbing a mountain, climbing a hill. It might feel really hard and really burdensome, but they're saying like just stay to the course, basically. Stay to the course. And with the high priest, this is almost like the Hierophant energy. So this is like aligning yourself with with your own values. Oh my gosh, my throat chakra. So yeah, somebody is really having a hard time with their throat chakra. They do not want, this is like really scary, which I get it. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying that's the energy that's coming off of here. But anyway, high priest is going to be like the Hierophant, which is going to be about like, you know, recognizing what your values are and recognizing where the opportunities are in within your values. What other advice for everyone? We have Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Yeah. So foxes are about like using your wits. It's about like being sharp, like using your mind. Like whoever this is for, you have the ability to do this. They're saying you have the spiritual and emotional capacity to do this. You have the physical capacity to do this, and you also have the intellectual capacity to do this. And so they're saying just really focus on like what your strengths are in here. Snake, shed old skin. And so this is you, you putting this action out there, you putting yourself out there like this is you creating a cycle. Snakes are like the Ouroboros, which is like um the snake eating its tail in the eight, the figure eight or whatever. Did I say that right? I don't know. But like anyway, so snakes are all about like the life and death process and the rebirth. So everything like has its ending, and then from that ending comes a new beginning, basically. That's why it sheds its skin. It's like, the skin is new and then it doesn't need that skin, it gets bigger, and so it needs different skin so that it sheds that skin and then it has new skin. And so that's kind of like what snakes symbolize, and they also symbolize transformation. So this is for you. You're transforming your emotions, your spirituality, your physical stability, and your ability to overcome obstacles, and you're transforming like your thoughts and the way that you think about things and the way that you think about connections, the way that you think about love. And so you're really going through this huge transformation. This is something that is just part of your spiritual journey. Like we saw the where's the spiritual journey card? We had a couple of them, I think. Oh yeah, Moonlight, Faded Pathway. So yeah, this is like your spiritual journey. See how like the ocean is there and the moon's there? This is a cycle. This is your emotion. This is an emotional cycle. Where you got to like really trust yourself. You're learning how to like trust yourself. You're learning how to trust your vibe with this. And you're learning that like, your pure intentions are the way that you're going to overcome these obstacles. It's the way that you're going to transform yourself. This is awesome. I love this for you guys. I love this reading. And I hope that you have the most amazing summer solstice. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please let me know if you resonate with this. I'm super curious, like who this resonates for.